the opening ceremony party wasn't just inside BC Place. Fans packed the streets and watched the festivities wherever they could. Despite tragedy, people told us they were excited to see the games begin.
3, 2, 1.
In the middle of Vancouver right now. We are watching the opening ceremonies on the big screen. Couldn't ask for a more beautiful city, couldn't ask for a better setting or a better crowd of people.
The food is great, the vibe is excellent.
Yeah, a lot of people in the street, you know, everyone's having fun.
The mood has been amazing.
Oh, it's really good, it's really fun, there's a lot of people.
I am Canadian!
Everyone's psyched, everyone had mixed emotions. You know, everyone's got a smile on their face right now, so it looks like good times ahead.
We're ready to host the world, and that's what we're doing this year, hosting the world.
She's supposed to be sleeping, but we're gonna have a long night.
Now the games have officially begun, and so have weather delays. Officials have postponed tomorrow's women's Super Combined. USA Today reporter David Leon Moore is up in Whistler and has been covering the delays and weather problems.
What we have is unseasonably warm temperatures and rain, and it's made the snow slushy and soft, and they can't race on it. So the women's training runs have been canceled. The women's first scheduled race, Sunday Super Combined, is canceled. That has benefited Lindsey Vonn a great deal because she's trying to get healthy from her shin bruise. So these days off have really been quite a fortunate thing for Lindsey. She may not race until Wednesday, and if that were to occur, you know, she might be close to 100% by then. They're hoping for a window of opportunity to sneak the men's downhill in. If they have to cancel the men's downhill, everything gets pushed back. They've already canceled Sunday's race, so everything would be pushed back 2 days. The issues are going to be soft snow, visibility. They're expecting some fog. So we'll see. If they do, it could be a big story for Canada. Manny Osborne-Paradis is sort of a Canadian hero this year. That would be a big story for Canada to start the games with. But we just don't know at this point whether the men's downhill is going to go off or not.
Today could be the first medals for the United States. At Cypress Mountain, the women's freestyle mogulis will begin in the afternoon. The U.S. women say they are happy with the snow. About 9,000 cubic meters has been trucked in over the last 2 weeks. But fog could threaten visibility. Hannah Kearney from Vermont could be on the podium.
Speed skating stars will race for the first time in this Winter Games today. Apollo Anton Ono could be the most decorated American speed skater at the end of these games. That quest begins today when the short track skater competes in the 1,500-meter race. Ono is tied with Eric Heiden with 5 medals and is one behind Bonnie Blair, who has 6. We talked to Ono before the games began about joining the ranks of America's legendary speed skaters.
Dan Jansen, Bonnie Blair, Eric Heiden, they incredible, absolutely incredible what they've done in the sport. And like what Eric has done is never going to be duplicated ever again. We're not talking about, you know, he had 10 events to compete in and he won 5. This man had 5 events to compete in and won all 5 distances. He won the sprint competition and he won a race that takes, what, like 40 seconds, 30 seconds. Then he won a race that takes 15 minutes. That's unheard of now. It's so specialized. I would love to have another medal, and I would love to be able to, I guess, surpass the so-called barrier. And I use it as motivation, why not? You know, but it's not my sole reason that I could walk away from the sport and be counted amongst one of the best Olympic athletes, you know, of all time.
Gold medalist Shawnee Davis competes tomorrow as well.
We're talking about Eric Heiden and Bonnie Blair. For those with short memories or those who are not as old as we are, that's pretty heady company.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Eric Heiden, you know, was the star of 1980. 5 gold medals in all the disciplines. Lake Placid, Sportsman of the Year. Bonnie Blair, also a Sportsman of the Year for Sports Illustrated. Games after games after games, Bonnie Blair was just the top. 2 of the greatest athletes in Olympic history, not just speed skating and not just Winter Olympics and not just U.S., Reed. Having said that, Ono has carved out a beautiful place for himself. It's short track, it's a different discipline, but he's there and he is big time. And as you know from short track, they're falling all over the place.
Yes.
I mean, the fact you're even, you know, standing at the end, much less winning a gold medal. So I hope he does it. I think he can, and I think he's a great, wonderful presence in the Olympics, and I think it'd be a wonderful thing for him. That's it for this installment of Vancouver Today. We'll be keeping you updated on all the breaking news at these Winter Olympic Games at olympics.usatoday.com. We'll see you tomorrow.